Hey guys, I'm Dr. Anna Melendez. I'm a chiropractor in North County, San Diego. I focus on all things health, nutrition, metabolism, natural healing, holistic health. That's my vibe. And today we're talking all things to do with your liver. Your liver is so important and makes such a huge impact on your overall health, including your hormones. Your liver is truly the cornerstone of your health and is constantly working to detox your body from toxins, chemicals, metabolic byproducts, and old used hormones. And your liver is seriously working so hard to do this day and night. But this takes energy, this takes a lot of nutrients, and if you aren't getting enough nutrients, your liver is going to start to suffer. On top of that, if you're also overburdening your liver by using toxic skincare, toxic makeup, toxic cleaning products, pollution, pesticide and chemical-ridden food, unfiltered tap water, using a ton of plastic items like plastic Tupperware, plastic water bottles, drinking too much alcohol. Alcohol is a toxin, and medication, mostly birth control. I mean, your liver is working so hard, but she can only do so much. Toxins and chemicals and hormones can kind of like slip through the cracks, and then they can be reabsorbed by your body. When you reabsorb things like estrogen, for example, then that leads to estrogen dominance in your body. And then you might start detoxing through your skin, and that'll show up like rashes, it'll show up like acne. On top of that, estrogen dominance has been tied to PMS, painful periods, painful cramps, breast tenderness, moodiness, headaches, low libido, slowed metabolism, fatigue, PCOS, endometriosis, and bloating. That's why it's so important to give your liver some love. So today we're gonna go over a few things to help support your liver in the best way possible. And we're gonna start with nutrition. Proper nutrition is essential for a healthy functioning liver. So you've got to give it enough nutrients in order to do its job. Starting with carbs, everyone's favorite. Carbs are your body's first choice of energy. They love carbs, it wants to use carbs. Carb it up, baby. And one of the liver's jobs is to maintain blood sugar. So all of the cells in our body have enough energy. When the liver has enough of that glycogen that comes from carbs, then their glycogen stores are full and the liver can focus on doing its daily activities, daily function. When the liver doesn't have enough glycogen, it doesn't have enough nutrients and energy, it has to go through a process called gluconeogenesis to make its own sugar, to make its own energy. And this is very costly to the body. It's very stressful for the body. So what are the best sources of carbs for your liver? This would be things like fruits and roots. Fresh in-season fruits and fruit juices are going to provide your liver with fructose, which can be easily turned into glycogen. Root vegetables like carrots, onions, potatoes, and fresh fruits not only provide the liver with those vital fructose and glucose, but it provides the whole body with energy. Next up is protein, and protein is so essential for the liver to do its job as in detoxing. You need bare minimum 90 grams of protein a day, bare minimum, to let the liver do its job. Think of protein coming from mostly animal sources like eggs, beef, bone broth, gelatin, collagen, dairy like low-fat milk, yogurt, cheeses, shellfish, whitefish, things like shrimp and oysters. Those are all really, really great sources of protein. And definitely organ meats like liver. All right, next up is fats. We want to focus on saturated fats because those are the most stable. Saturated fats offer so much help to the whole body, but especially the liver. I would avoid polyunsaturated fatty acids, also known as PUFAs, because those fats are much more unstable and oxidize really easily in the presence of light and heat, and the body is a warm environment and often exposed to light, like sunlight. That's why we want to focus more on saturated fats because they're much more stable. These are things like butter, ghee, coconut products, fat coming from animals like bison, beef, seafood, egg yolks, tallow, cheeses, milk, dairy, things like that. All of these have fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K, which are vitally important to the liver. So once you've set up your proper nutrition foundation, now let's move on to the fun little extras that we can do to support our livers even further. First is eating beef liver. Liver for liver here. So vitamin A in the form of retinol is really abundant in beef liver, and that type of vitamin A is crucial for your own liver to produce those protective steroid hormones like progesterone and testosterone. If you don't want to eat beef liver, don't worry, I don't either. I take it in supplement form. I'll put the link to my favorite one in the description box below. Next up is gelatin. Gelatin is the cooked form of collagen. Now, we used to eat nose to tail, so everything in the animal, all their organs, connective tissue, all the gelatinous parts of the animal. We don't do that anymore. We mostly just eat the muscle meats. But all the rest of the animal is so incredibly important because it's packed full of good nutrients. So that's where gelatin comes in. And you can get this on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description box below. Gelatin specifically has a really important amino acid called glycine in it, and that is vital to your liver health to actually go through the detoxification phase. Think things like bone broth. You can make gelatin gummies, Jello, and eating oxtails. Magnesium is also so great for your liver for many other reasons, but it specifically really supports your liver. So I get magnesium in a few different forms. I use a magnesium spray oil that I got on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. I do a spray on the inner side of my thighs and then a spray directly onto my abdomen and rub it in. If it tingles or burns your skin a little bit, combine it with a little bit of coconut oil, that'll help. And if it does tingle or burn, that means you're pretty deficient in magnesium in the first place. So that's a really great way to start by getting some more magnesium into your system. Another easy way is taking Epsom salt baths about once a week. Put a good amount of magnesium flakes within the bath and soak for like 20 minutes. Really good way to absorb a little bit more magnesium during the week. Another great tool to support your liver is by sweating, either working out or the best way, my favorite way, is through a sauna. Sweating helps your body to detox, so it takes off the stress of your liver doing the brunt of the work. And sleep. Sleep. Oh my goodness. The liver does the brunt of its work between 1 and 3 in the morning. So you need to be asleep for that time and some deep sleep. So focus on sleep and rest as much as you can.
Next up is Organic Olivia's liver juice tincture. This is a blend of herbs that really supports your liver's detox pathways. I do 1 whole droplet morning and night. You guys, bee kvass is my new obsession. It is crazy easy to make and it is so good for you. Traditionally, it's been used for like centuries to cleanse the blood, support your liver detox pathways, your immunity, and it is great for your gut because it is fermented. So how you make it is you just take 1 beet and chop it up into chunks like this. Place it in a large mason jar. I put it in this large mason jar and I fit a full 4 cups of filtered water in it. Make sure you're using filtered clean water and not tap water. And once that is filled to the brim, all you have to do is add a tablespoon of sea salt. That's it. And then let it sit on your counter for 3 to 5 days. I would suggest about 5 days. Don't screw the lid on tight, just let it sit on top. You don't have to mix it or anything. You just let it sit on your countertop out of direct sunlight. And then at the end of the 5 days, strain it out. You can reuse these beets too to make another batch or just roast them in the oven and eat them. And then keep that delicious liquid in the fridge for up to a month. I take a shot glass of it first thing in the morning before breakfast, and it's a little salty, a little sour. It is truly just salty beet water, and it's really good and so supportive for your liver. Next up is dandelion tea. I like this one because it has nettle and milk thistle in it as well to support your liver detox. I drink this almost every single night with a big tablespoon of honey. Last but definitely not least is a castor oil pack. This is an amazing addition to the 3rd and 4th week of your menstrual cycle. So between the time you ovulate to the time you start your next bleed. That's a time when your body needs a little extra help to detox old used hormones. Do not use a castor oil pack if you are pregnant or on your period. How it works is you get a bottle of castor oil and a castor oil pack. This is the Queen of Thrones one. I'll put the link below. but one side is organic cotton and on the opposite side is polyurethane, and so hopefully the oil won't seep out and stain your clothing. This stuff is really sticky. So on the organic cotton side, you put a tablespoon of castor oil on the cotton side, let it absorb, and then you put it directly onto your skin on your right side between your ribs and your hip bone. So right underneath your ribs on top of your liver. You tie it about and then lay and just relax for about an hour. You can also sleep in it. Once that's done, get a washcloth, cover it in water, and then wipe off all the excess oil. You don't want to rub in that oil because it has just pulled out all those toxins. Then I get a little bit of baking soda and rub it directly onto my abdomen to make sure I get all of the excess oil off of my body. And then again, use a cloth with water to wipe that all away. Castor oil packs are best utilized, again, between ovulation and your period, done about 1 to 3 times per week.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Go help your liver out. She needs it. She'll love it. Even if you implement just a few of these items, they're really simple ways to show your liver a little bit extra love. Comment if you have any questions below or if you've tried and implemented one of these items. And don't forget to subscribe. I post a new video every week. I'll see you next time. Bye.